You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Chulo, a.k.a. Bobby. When y'all want me on camera, just put it in the comments and I'll show my face.
Dayroom.
But that, nigga, Monday was different. Dayroom Daily, Mac DNYC. You see what it is. DOC. I'm here once again with
Adonis.
this beautiful man.
Not so beautiful.
He ain't even let me introduce him. You see the man, the myth, the legend. We got Chulo Poppy on the side. We got Lady J in the background.
Hello.
We also got another special guest in the background, but we ain't gonna bring her up. Feel you? She said she don't want nothing to do with it. She said, fuck y'all niggas. Something along those lines. She said she don't deal with ignorant ass people. That's what I got from this whole conversation. What is this? Episode 4. So this is we moving. I got hit up from a few of y'all who said y'all want to be on. We gonna make this happen. Yeah. The sheriff said he wants to come on. He actually messaged me. I haven't had a chance to message him back, but he's quite a character. So boom.
Yeah, that should be a good episode.
This man spoke to O. Johnson.
He said he wanted.
Listen, man, I'm moving.
Oh man,
I'm making moves for the show.
Oh man,
and I am with it.
We gonna get everybody.
He wasn't there too long, but I mean that would be a good.
You don't have to be there long to catch a
good
story
episode.
or two. You don't have to be there long. I want to know about that man. I want to know about him. Like what?
Yo, that would be a good episode.
What made him him?
We gonna get everybody in here one by one.
Even if I can't make it that day, I need to be on FaceTime.
I can make it happen, baby. See that board over there? That board over there is good for all that. Back off the Henny. Well, I'm off the Henny tonight. It's the Migos for the rest of them. We don't do tequila anymore much. That's not me.
I alternate.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I feel like they diluted the Casa. Like it's not like
when
it
in like in 2021.
I don't know.
Picasso hit different.
Yeah,
once it got commercial, it was over for.
Yeah, that was it.
The Covo, the
They watered it down.
Picasso was going crazy.
Yeah, I still remember the first time I had it too. And I'm like, oh, I don't even like light liquor, and I'm like, oh, this is it.
Okay, so you said you won't talk about any of the chicks that you did not smash in DOC, so we'll avoid that, right?
Oh, you talking to me?
Oh no, all right. No, you right. No,
What about you, man? What you had in DOC?
I was wilding.
Shit, wow.
I was wilding. DOC was a wild time. DOC was very good to me at the same time. I got a lot of hate in DOC though. I got hated on a lot for no reason. Because they just swore I
Was it no reason though?
His
Yeah,
name his
Was
name is
it
Matt.
no reason?
You can't say he's a hoe if there is no hoe evidence. So if you've never met a chick that I smashed, how can you know that I might have been making all that shit up? Which I am.
No face, no case.
There was no body. There was no nothing. There was nothing.
Hey, people got convicted for no bodies.
Yo, and people was like, yo, that one chick, literally, this is what happened. I went to a barbecue. Shorty hated on me. She said, you ain't gonna be hollering at my friend like that. Went off on me. Wow. She did all of this shit. You ain't gonna be talking to my homie.
She wanted to fuck.
No. And I was like, yo, because she's like, you a hoe, this, and this. She can't name one person that I fucked. And she's doing all of this, and her man is standing right there, so her man is not gonna step in. But her side nigga came after that.
Oh.
So it's weird. That's how it is over there. They'll hate on you just because they don't want to see you happy. They'll block your blessings.
I know the feeling.
But
I know the feeling.
it's like, yo, my man, like, she over here got a whole other dude telling you not to fuck with somebody because she heard some shit.
Oh my
But-
god.
She got two. Don't want her to have none.
That's corrections. What's that game where you like tell somebody something in the air?
Telephone.
Telephone, yeah. By the time we come around, it's a whole nother story.
That whole building's a telephone, man.
All right. So, you got a correction.
Dayroom.
Yo,
I'm like, certain topics should be off limits.
yo.
I was about to jump in there.
All right.
Yo.
Mac D ain't. Well, my name is Mr.
Yeah.
That's how.
All
I'm
it
looking
takes
at
is one time. Doesn't make him a hoe.
Nah,
That's
I
right.
mean,
Save him.
I mean, I don't know.
She Captain Save a hoe.
Go ahead.
Like, she's.
Depending
I
on what
don't know
you
the female
depending on what
version
you're
of
asking, I'm gonna answer. Go ahead.
No. Okay.
A female can
All
be
right.
Captain Save a hoe too.
All right. Okay. Yeah. How is it having a relationship with a female CO? You ever get jealous if the inmates holler at her?
Nah, I was never a jealous type of person. Honestly, I don't think I'm.
You mean in
Nah.
general?
In general, yeah, I don't.
Would you respond if there was an alarm at her house?
Differently
Yeah.
compared to anybody else.
Yeah, yeah, but that's any like it could be one of my boys, like a homegirl,
Somebody you
like,
know.
Yeah,
Period.
anybody. Yeah, if I know that they inside the house, I'm not even going to suit up. I'm just going there.
You might be
so-
right. You absolutely right because I
So
know
that's-
shit went off one time.
I'm about to say a little off topic, but so if it's somebody that you don't really fuck with, how fast would you respond?
There's you're gonna respond,
Yeah,
but then there's
I'm gonna respond.
I'm not
regardless.
gonna even I'm a disregard the rule book to respond. I'm
Yeah.
gonna respond.
Gotcha.
There's no officer that I will ever leave hanging out there. I'm gonna respond.
Yeah,
But one is I'm gonna follow the rules, and then one is, yo, fuck the rules. Cause my man's hit the alarm. My man who never hits the alarm, he was in GR. My man hit the alarm, and all you heard over the radio was back the fuck up. Some crazy shit. Now my man's bigger than me. And when I heard that, the whole fucking intake in GR rushed out there. The dep was like, y'all didn't sue that. It didn't matter. That shit didn't matter. It was like, no, that's my man's. If he's pushing the alarm, it's for a reason.
yeah.
Generally, when you get people push the alarm, it be for some bullshit.
Facts.
Especially in GR, because the inmates, they like, yo, you're gonna have to hit the alarm. And when you hit the alarm, we'll wait, because GR, your response team is 2 hours. It could be up to 2 hours. Yeah,
That's no help.
That's too
no
low.
help.
You done got beat the fuck up by
And then
that time.
you better hope that it's a team, because sometimes it's not even a team. I've seen I had to hit the button one time, right? Because this dude was like, yo, Mac, my fault, but I got to do this. I didn't hit the lady in the bubble hit the alarm. But he got out the shower, butt ass naked, and started throwing a chair against the bubble window so she hits the alarm. Said, my man ain't got nothing to do with me.
He
I'm
said,
sit
my
right
fault, I
here."
got to do this. Why do you have to do
Oh,
it?
these dudes is crazy.
Because he said he needed to speak to a captain and
Okay.
nobody was coming. So he really did that shit. And then he sat down on the table where everybody eats at. Well, they didn't eat there, but he sat down on the table, butt ass naked, started watching TV. Said, we just got to wait for the alarm. It was about an hour and a half before somebody showed up. And it wasn't a team. It wasn't a team. It was 2 female captains came to talk to him. So when I say some of the inmates know, yo, you got to hit the alarm, but it's not even for fighting or whatever. So that's how you think I'm going to be suited up 2.5 hours waiting for everybody. I mean, an hour and a half waiting for everybody so I can go to this shit.
I have a good question. What you just said, like, sometimes the inmates, they detainees or whatever you want to call them, they ask the officer to hit the alarm because they're not receiving whatever they're one or.
No, you got to do something.
Have you ever hit the alarm because they asked you to hit the alarm?
Nah,
That's a dub.
Yeah, I've never.
no.
They could
They've
wait.
cursed me out, whatever.
You gotta
I've never
actually
hit the alarm because
gotta actually take the extra step. I'm not doing the extra step because the minute I hit the alarm, especially in MDC, you hit the alarm. What the fuck you hit the alarm for? They're gonna ask why you hit the alarm, and you can't say, "Inmate told me to hit the alarm, nigga." That shit.
Yeah, that sound crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Y'all gotta do something to make me say, "All right, I guess we gotta hit the alarm." And in GR, this was fucked up because that same incident, right? These motherfuckers was trying to get out. Shit spilled out. So it was a little shit spilled out. 2 gangs fighting. They didn't even get a chance to fight. My man did what he was supposed to do. Everybody got backed up.
Yeah.
But the house thought they mans got hit. The house lit up. The house started fucking up an officer
Oh shit.
because they know if we fuck up this officer, y'all. It's not the alarm. Y'all gotta open this door. That was the craziest shit that was one of the craziest days that I saw because I was standing there and I remember them fighting. I seen like a fight break out in the vestibule. So I'm like, they behind the gate. I don't give a fuck. And they go, one of the inmates said, yo, this is one of yours. I said, what you mean? He said, it's an officer getting fucked up.
Oh shit.
It was no longer, I don't care, it's crack this gate right now. And that's exactly what they did. And when they cracked that gate, it wasn't a stop fighting situation. No, y'all fighting an officer now. They're not even fighting. It was about 15 of them jumping this officer. And there was so many of them on the officer, you couldn't even see that it was an officer.
That's crazy.
And they did this simply so we could open this gate. So when they opened that gate, it went left. Because it was, we not here to talk. We're not officers anymore. We're not fighting. This is not an officer situation. This is now a fight. I have to fight because I don't know what the fuck is going on in this. I mean, if he's willing to attack an officer for some shit, he's willing to do whatever.
Uh-huh.
So we went in there fighting. This is not we're going to just spray you with OC, stop. No, this is whoever is in the way of these fists.
It's going to get it.
Yeah. And I went in there, and I remember that time, and I was with some official dudes because everybody rushed in. Nobody backed off. Everybody I was with ran in on the officer's behalf. I remember grabbing the officer and throwing him out. Because I grabbed him, I threw him out, and then I bust my ass. Because by this time, there's OC everywhere. Not even from the officers. The inmates took his OC off his belt and started spraying. GRVC, baby. This is...
I don't think I ever let.
That's crazy.
I don't think I ever let one of them get that close.
You can't let them get too close.
Yeah.
He's
okay.
on the vest.
They took it from the officer.
They was jumping.
Okay. Oh no, I understand that.
They took it from the officer that they was jumping.
Yeah, I understand.
Like he got hands and feet. Like I said, there was so many of them attacking him. We could not see that it was an officer until one of the inmates said, "Yo, Mac, you better get yours." Fuck you talking about? So officer getting jumped. Nah. Open this gate. We rush. Yeah. And we rushed officially.
That's crazy that you couldn't see it. That's crazy.
There was so many of us. GRVC's vestibule is retarded.
That's like you go. It's a gate you open, and then it's like a little area. Then there's like two doors.
All right. So let me describe the. All right.
I think
there's a main gate. Right. The hallway has the gate. And in the gate, there's a housing area to the right, to the left, and a door to the bubble.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Door to the bubble's in the middle. There's a housing area to the right, to the left. But the main gate is right there. So what they do is they come out of their housing area and they hang around on that main gate. And as long as that main gate is closed, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But that house, you're not buzzing the other house out.
Yeah.
So the houses got to get along with each other and say, yo, I'll go in when they go in, we'll come out so we can do our business. Because the hallway's just that's where you make all your moves at. All the inmates make all their moves in the hallway. That's why when the workers.
Quick question, because I heard something happen one day in the what is it like where they serve their food and stuff like that. They got like a room inside the
pantries.
Yeah, because the pantries, is it connected to another house?
Yes, the pantries are connected. Because
I remember somebody told me something. Okay, all right.
So when you go into the house, the one thing that separates the pantries is a door on this side, door on this side.
Okay.
This is how I caught there was another mini riot I was a part of. And it's always the good fucking houses. Is that
with like a slash in and then like, I don't know, also open up both doors or something like that? Or
you don't even have to, what it is, let's say the food carts. The food carts are supposed to be bolted down. So I had a mini riot in 3A, 3B. Right? 3B is actually the good house. It's not the good house, but it's the house where...
It's a lot calmer than the other ones.
It's calm because there's so much money coming in.
Okay.
It's a money house. This is where you got your tax stone at. You got he had a whole bunch of other people in there. Like, it didn't matter what gang you was a part of. It mattered if you was making money. You could go into this house. Tax stone had a fucking Bible. It was worth $300K. All officers knew this Bible was worth $300K. It was laced. We could, like, who do we tell? We tell the higher the.
So you saying that in that house there was one
it
was one inmate in control of everything because he had the most money?
I don't think he was in control.
He wasn't. No, it was. He did control. He controlled a lot of shit. Okay. He controlled a lot of shit for the simple fact that everybody wanted to be around him.
For safety. For
the money aspect, and if the money aspect buys a lot. Because he's in the threes, and then you have the.
So what you mean by money? Because people that's gonna listen to this not corrections don't understand that. Because when in there, there's no. Money. Oh, you talk about real dollars?
No, when I'm talking about the people in there, like their accounts, everybody's commissary account had like 20 G's in it. Like this is real money.
By the way, these guys they send money back and forth using Cash Apps.
Cash Apps, everything. Yeah. Yo, the shit is amazing. Like when I say these motherfuckers, I'm like, yo, they got more money than me.
They definitely do.
Yeah.
Like he legit has more money in his commissary than I have in my savings.
And that's what he had in his commissary.
That's his commissary.
So he could be able to buy soap and whatever he wanted.
Nigga, he can buy whatever. Like, he can buy the whole house.
Do you think they use Bitcoin too? And
They
things
use
like
whatever.
any electronic
Because
currency?
all you hear is, yo.
I know Cash App is a thing.
What they'll say is, send it through the app. You'll hear that. No, you'll hear that. Yo, send me through the app. Hit me on the app. And you'll hear it left and right because it doesn't matter what app you use as long as that money, and they'll say, yo, did that money hit that account? And you'll put it in somebody else's account. Let's say you'll put it in their sister's account, and they'll call their sister, yo, did that money hit?
Yeah.
Listen, somebody I know sold 2 honey buns for $100, and the Cash App went through while we were on the phone.
Hold on.
I was like,
Was
wait
that jail
a
or
minute.
prison?
What's the feds?
Yeah, I don't think
That's a
that.
fact.
Yeah,
You ain't,
I don't
you
think
ain't
that
getting-
different?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I
doing
don't-
time. Like, they ain't got nothing else to do but murder your ass.
Nigga.
it's crazy.
$100 for 2 honey buns.
2 honey buns.
I'm in the
$100.
wrong business. I'm in the wrong business.
I think those honey buns, it might have been cold.
You could tell it's New York City.
No, it was physical honey buns, like the cakes, little things.
So, yeah, I mean, what was cigarettes? A cigarette runs on a drought $40, $50 for one cigarette?
Yeah.
Maybe even more than that.
I heard. I was learning the
On a
currency.
drought.
I was
remember.
nosy.
I
I was
don't
being
remember.
nosy. I was like, wait, what? How much is that?
What you call it?
A pack of
What's
cigarettes.
this nigga's name from up top that was selling the cigarettes? Hiller, it started with an H. Harrell, officer. You got snatched up. You remember that? Fuck him.
Damn.
Because if he's willing to bring in
You
cigarettes.
talking about the one that was in the kitchen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
The older black dude, right?
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
17 years on the job.
Yeah.
Got caught fucking cigarettes. Nigga, you about to retire. You easily caking $140K a year, and you sit with the inmates you pick. Like, there's not even problematic inmates. This shit ain't going crazy on you. You're not even in the field anymore.
Nah, he had to be making more than 140K.
No, I mean just off his regular job.
Yeah.
Off his regular job, he's making 140K.
Yeah.
That motherfucker hit me up on Instagram with a follow. Nigga, I'm not following you guys. The fuck?
Yeah,
I don't know who the fuck.
He probably won't come on the show.
I would have him.
I will have him too.
I would have him. I would have C that worked in 9. What's his name? Campo.
9 South?
Yeah, he got caught. He got
Or the dude that got caught bringing in Blaze and all this other stuff.
He got
Hey, who that?
That's the Spanish dude from 9 South.
Yeah.
I sent you the link on through text,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Okay.
He was always doing escorting.
Yeah,
He was an officer that when you ask him for advice, like he'll give you advice, but he'll make it seem. But he also make it seem like he could hold it down and he do what he gotta do. But next thing you know, he's only holding it down because he bringing all this stuff to the inmates.
Yo, like I said, the one thing I love is my ability to say no. I never wanted to lose my ability
Facts.
to say no.
You know what the thing is?
Bring in something one time, you're gonna lose that ability.
Yeah,
And they offer you, they offer you anything. I had an inmate offer me his girlfriend.
No lie. Some of these
Showed
niggas-
me, he showed me pictures.
Some of these chicks be bad.
That's what I'm about to say. He showed me pictures.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Y'all
yo,
did bad because y'all tried to offer me money. I've been broke. Money don't work. I'm supposed to send the pussy my way. You know, I fucked that up. That's what happened.
yeah, man, they show you pictures, everything. Dude showed me a picture of his girl. He was like, yo, you just meet up with her, do whatever you want to do, and that's it. I'm looking at the
I can't
pictures like, yo,
imagine.
how the fuck you got her? She's fire, bro. And you in here jerking off, bro.
Dayroom.
Yeah, I would sleep anywhere. Like I would go into a house. When we moved to EMTC, where they have a lot of dorms with it's like no cells, it's just beds open, and I would be knocked out sleeping, and the officer always knocking the window. Yo, Adonis, you sure you're gonna be good sleeping? I'm like, let one of these niggas touch me. I swear. Yo, and they used to, like they were up watching. I'm like, I wish one of these niggas would touch. Like,
Feel like this. When we went to, it was 8 North. No, where was the dorm room at?
8 North.
8 North. It was 8 North.
Nah,
That's why I was on here because the inmates that they was like, I don't want to work with this bozo. They was going off on him. The motherfucker was in 8 North, and he had his OC in his hand, like shaking it up as he's walking around.
That's the one house like
You don't like put that shit away. You with the best inmates in the building, and he's like, nah, just make sure I'm ready.
That was the area everybody wanted because nothing went down, man.
No lie, inmates hated him.
It was well behaved.
Yeah, nah.
It was so rare that something happened at 8.
Yeah.
It was so rare. It was so rare.
Yeah,
They got time for that shit over there. They trying to get out.
that's a house like they they were sentenced. I think they were doing like a year or two and
Less than a year.
There's no point of getting into nothing. You trying to get out of there.
Yeah, like
So-
if you had a problem in that house,
You were the problem.
You would have probably. Yeah.
maybe you was the problem.
So now the question I gotta ask you is, let's see if you gotta ask for this one. Let's see if you gotta ask for this one. Did you ever have a favorite inmate, or was there an inmate that left a mark on you that you was like, yo, this motherfucker is wild, but I fucks with him?
Fuck out of here.
I got one.
Take that as a no.
Favorite inmate.
I got one that I said I fucks with, but this motherfucker was bugged out.
I probably won't use the word favorite.
Favorable.
Because I'll probably say a lot of them had character.
Okay.
Maybe a lot of them had character. I'm trying to think who had the most.
You know what is it? Motherfuckers know how to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you needed something, you know, you always go to that one inmate that you know control the crib or something like that. You feel me?
You can choose that one. Like for me,
You know, but
my worst best inmate that I've ever dealt with, I gotta drop the name Figueroa.
That's a character. Yeah,
that motherfucker.
That's a character. That's why.
That nigga.
That's what I would call a character.
He the first motherfucker to throw water on me.
I've never had no.
Was it water?
I've spoken to him before.
I hope it was water. I hope so. But after that, man, I took him out that same night. I said, nah, you not here at my house, bro. You out of here.
I've spoken to him before, but I've never had like a bad interaction with him.
And he broke a window.
Dogs, you had a good night then. You had a good night.
Oh my god,
That was a bad night.
I hope it was water.
Cause I was holding the crib down, and he was the only one, giving me a hard time. So I said, yo, bro, you out of here. I don't give a fuck. You leaving.
Fig would give anybody a hard time and the best time. Like he was the only inmate I ever seen get chicken on a Monday.
They didn't got chicken in the building.
He said, I ain't moving until I get chicken. And I said, this nigga ain't getting no chicken.
Was he EDP?
He was something.
He was a lot of stuff, man.
Something.
He was a lot of stuff.
Emotionally disturbed person.
Because you got
He was a lot of stuff, but when he behaved, man, he was a good dude.
Yo, he was like,
But he was just
when
he wanted something,
he knew. But he knew the rules. He knew the rules and regs better than most officers. When you hear about officers who get their OC snatched, he snatched OC from an officer, had problems with inmates, and sprayed the inmates.
Yeah, because I was just about to say this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know this is about to sound crazy, but this inmate was for the officers.
Yes.
I know it might sound a little crazy.
He was.
See, so y'all.
That's just my own interactions
He
with
was.
him.
But
Because I never had no bad interaction with him.
I didn't like him.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
He do what you thought was water on you.
If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you, man. And after he threw the water on me, I said, yo, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, I never had a bad.
Allegedly.
I never had a bad interaction.
I did get a free uniform out of it though. So
He got me my first uniform. He got me my first.
Yeah, I got a free uniform out of that motherfucker.
Yo,
But,
Fig,
nah.
shit
Maybe
down
you
on
trying to do
who
you a
was.
favor.
Probably, but in my eyes, I ain't like it.
Nah, I like Roto, right? Because it was Roto. I forgot who his partner was that night. I think it was a chick. And Fig said they had to take Fig to to the hospital to Hart's Island or some shit like that. Just a quick run, but it's 2:00 in the morning. Fig looked at the truck. They went in the van. So Fig looks at the van. He said, "I want the middle. Let me sit in the middle." Roto was trying to be extra tough. He said, nah, you get in the back, because he ain't know you could use the middle. So he ain't know. He said, nah, you get in the back. Fig said, nah, I'm getting in the back. Roto said, nah, you get in the back. 2 a.m, use of force. Alarm's going off. I'm like, what the fuck happened? We go downstairs. You see Roto holding on to this man, because Fig is not a small dude, but Roto was tiny.
Okay.
He this big.
Uh-huh.
Yo, Rodachev's holding on to him. It's a whole big shit. Fig calm as fuck. He like, nah, I just want to sit in the middle. Hour later, guess where that man was sitting?
In the middle.
And if you know an inmate like that, like once I seen the Depths bring that man chicken on a Monday, or it was a Monday or Tuesday.
On the day that you don't get chicken.
And it was he was a new admission. who skipped the new admission process and went right to 9. He went into 9 North.
I'm assuming that he's been there before. He was just new that time.
Yeah, he's been in and out of jail for over 20 plus years. It's like,
oh, so he know the system. Okay.
There's some motherfuckers that know the system, and everybody know them from officer to supervisor. And once he walk in the building, we already know how to deal with him.
Yeah. So
once you know how to deal with them, you skipping steps or you going through and you getting what you want because we already know how to deal with you.
We know how to deal with you.
Speaking of that, the craziest thing I've ever, like, this is like in the beginning of like my corrections career, where there was a guy who came in as new admission, and this is my first time being in intake, and the guy came in with like DOC uniform already. So I'm brand new. I'm like, you know, this guy came in with the DOC clothes already. So I'm like, wait, what the hell? Yeah. So this guy, he's a regular. He commits, you know, like low level crimes just to be in the jail for the winter time.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of people that do that. I know a guy. He told me straight up, yo, when I get out, I go smack somebody up and come back in so I could get dental.
That was Fig. Fig said he comes in for the winter. He's homeless.
There's some people that they commit little petty crimes so they could get taken care of in jail. And come right back out to the street and then do the same thing over and over. When they need something fixed, if they got a health problem, that's exactly what they do.
Wait, one more of those. My fault. One more of those.
Casa though.
Casamigos though.
You got to block that out.
Yeah. No, that's yeah.
Right? We ain't get no damn endorsements.
We ain't get sponsored yet.
No, that's why I said Casa. I don't want to say the whole thing, but
it's the same thing.
Nobody knows what Casa.
Exactly.
Same thing.
Nigga said, I want Give me
that clear stuff.
Give me the hen stuff.
Yeah,
So talking about inmates, right? Question. You had any inmates that was, you know, gay, as they say, gay for the stay?
Oh, you was just talking about this, what?
Oh, yeah, he wasn't here for the first one.
All right, hold on.
But wait, y'all told y'all stories, but I know he got some stories.
That's what I was going to ask.
They told theirs on Monday.
Oh, man, y'all spoke about this already?
Because it's their month.
If you're watching this episode, that was from the last episode before this one.
It was their month. So what was, because that episode is going to be heavily
funny.
Heavily edited.
It's funny.
A lot of edits in that episode because there was too many words being used that shouldn't have been used.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a lot of bleeps.
Not bleeps, nigga. That whole shit, because I don't want nobody looking at our lips, no nothing. That shit it's going to make a jump. It's going to look like a fucking a flip book animation. It's going to be like, and together, tonight, one world. That's the kind of shit you're going to get. Nah, fuck that. I'm cutting mad shit out of that.
We are the world.
And then it's going to go to a Jay-Z song right after that because you don't even know. So, my shit was, there are no gay men in jail that are not gay. Like, you know who the homo is because they'll request to go to the homo house. That was the old school slang. And it was worded in DOC. That was the doctrine they used. Like I said, I kept the files. But there was so many straight dudes, so there was no gay men in jail. There's no gay men in jail.
It doesn't exist.
So what if we know that if you went to a certain house, that ass was for everybody? Yo, let me tell you what the inmate said. He said, yo, we was in my cell. He came through with the hooch. He called it something else, but he was like, I was drinking, me and him drinking. And I said, yo, that's automatic sus. Because I've never been at a spot where I'm just drinking with me and my mans and not looking for a piece of ass. That's me. There's never been a time in my life where I've went out drinking and said, with my mans, like, all right, we can go home now. Never, like, yo, you want to come through? We can play some Madden. There's never been that set. So when I think dudes drink, I'm like, they drinking, they going to have something at the end of the night, or they might be
something lined up.
Something lined up. Like,
or at least trying to find something lined up.
They're lining something up.
Well, if you think about it, they had stuff lined up.
Yeah. Because this dude said, this was his story. He goes, because he finally went to get a rape kit. Because he goes, yo, I was in the cell, we was drinking, it was cool. Then he asked if I would suck his dick.
He what?
You say he asked the officer?
No, this is not, no.
Say that again.
Two inmates in the cell. Two inmates in cell drinking hooch that they make, which is considered alcohol.
Yeah, whatever the fuck they can find.
Yeah,
And he said
it's
what?
basically the yeast that make it alcohol.
Yeah, we got what hooch is, but what he said? What
So he said, "Yo, can you suck my dick?" So the nigga said, "I sucked it. I was with it." I said, that's what he said. I sucked it. I was with it. It's whatever. And then after he came, the nigga got up and he left. And then 2 other niggas walked in his cell. So he was like, "Yo, we not doing that." And he's like, "Nah, if you did it to him, you gonna do it to us."
Ew.
Right? Nigga said, nah. Nigga pulled out that blade. That's what he said. He said they pulled out a blade on me. So he sucked those 2 niggas' dicks. Those 2 niggas walk out the house. I mean, walk out the room.
In other words,
This is midnight. This is when all the cells are supposed to be closed. When all the cells are supposed to be closed.
Oh my god.
This is some GRVC shit.
Yeah, it's GRVC. It's definitely
I'm about to
GR.
say, because I'm in NBC thinking, when the fuck this shit happened?
This is the real Rikers Island.
Yo.
This is Rikers.
Like,
This is story.
This is Rikers.
this is Rikers,
The next 2 people come in, and they say, "Yo, you gotta do the same thing."
Nah.
Yeah, 2 different. So this is the 5th.
it's
These are
5
4 and
guys.
5. This is 4 and 5.
5, bro. That's
They got
that's
burgers.
5.
They got burgers for everybody.
burgers.
5 guys. They got burgers for everybody.
And
I was like burgers. Oh God.
So he did it that night for them.
The next night you had to do something else.
No, that's so. Then the next night he went for the rape. He was like, "Yo, he can't do it."
5 of y'all niggas, nah.
1, he was all right with sucking 1, but the 5.
That's a lot of exposure.
And then what's crazy is the leader of the gang was a part of that group. He had his whole, like, the nigga that was running the house, it was him and his henchmen. On visit day, the bad bitches come to see them.
That's why I always say, like, yo, if I ever speak to a female, I have to know if they've ever dealt with someone in jail.
Ever dealt or recently dealt? Because it would be
Both.
In general, like, because I done seen so much stuff, I'm traumatized.
That shit's crazy, man, because them niggas could be sucking somebody dick in jail.
And then
their wife come to visit that same day, and the first thing they do is kiss their wife.
Wow.
And these are like I said, the 5 dudes, they was running this shit. The 5 dudes. It was
Yo, you know what's crazy? It's always the motherfuckers that run the house.
And he lost his power. He lost a lot of status because of that. Because another dude came in and he saw the shit. Another one of his gang came in and saw that shit. He changed the whole situation up. But the dude who was running the house still had the power. But the one that saw the shit, he took the power. But he couldn't let the other dude go out disrespectful. So he just had to sit back. But it was weird.
What's GRVC?
What is GRVC? It's just another jail. So you got so you see the tag right here. Y'all see the tag. That was my last home before I bounced out of the shit. Of course, some stitches in there. Said, yeah, I'm good. I went back. They was like, yo, you on rec tomorrow. I said, nigga, I'm quitting today. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, right before I quit, I can't remember her name with Captain. She offered me to work in visits, but I'm like,
and
can't do it.
This is where corrections went because I remember when I first got to MDC, right? And somebody wanted to quit. And they was like, yo, make sure they don't quit. We're going to go over to their crib. We'll pick them up for work, X, Y, and Z. That was the camaraderie motherfuckers was having at MDC. Make sure people don't quit because it gets better until we found out it didn't.
But that's the thing, man, because when you first sign up, they sell you a dream. You talk to the recruiting officers, like, yeah, look, I got this, I got that, man, you should
They don't
join,
say
blah,
the
blah,
dream.
blah.
They tell you what you can get.
They
don't never say you can't enjoy it. It's
they
blind.
sell you a dream because for some people, getting a house is a dream. So if I'm there and I'm telling you straight up, like, yo, you can join us, and you could definitely get a house within
2-3 years.
Exactly. Then you like, yo, I need to do this.
And then-
that's what I want in my life. That's my dream.
And then you get there and you're like, yeah, you can reach your dream, but you might have had more succession if you just robbed the bank.
Nowadays, you get away with that anyways.
Yo, he robbed the bank. He ain't use a gun, though. 2-3 years. What happened to the money? Oh, he kept it.
Yeah, I seen a lot of people get slapped on the wrist for this COVID money. I'm like,
Them PPPs?
oh
I'm
man.
mad I didn't go for it.
I see all these new restaurants and smoke shops open. I'm like, damn.
PPPs had niggas lit.
I only wanted $3 million. I probably would have did like what, a year and a half. My big charge. You know.
Shout out to my man
you know
B.
what?
Shout out to my man B. My man B went through my last academy with me. Right? He went through that whole shit. I'm like, where he got his money from. He said, you didn't take out the PPP. He asked me. He said, you didn't take out the PPP? He was mad at me. I didn't take out the PPP.
You know who got that a lot? The Zopound. If you know about the Zopound.
Said the Zopound.
They was definitely getting that COVID money.
Stop by saying. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that was one of my favorite inmates.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think. I don't think everybody hated me, so they all hated me.
You spit on it. I mean,
allegedly,
no substance flew out your mouth. All right.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Fuck that. I spit on the inmate, bro.
Oh shit.
Fuck that.
Wow.
He was talking wild shit. He spit. I spit too. What we gonna do now? He just looked at me and I looked at him.
What was the worst use of force that you had?
Oh man.
Well, actually, you know what? I don't want to know the worst use of force you had. I want to know, was there any situation that you thought you could have handled different that you wish you would have handled different?
Nah.
Damn.
Nah.
Motherfucker.
Nah.
All right.
Me.
Very confident when I fucked up.
Yeah. Me personally, like. Me personally, I went to every situation knowing what the fuck I was gonna do. And if I didn't do what I know I was gonna do, I did something worse, and that's it. It was just what it is.
It is what it is.
That's it.
For me, all right, better quit. Did you ever see something that was fucked up and have to correct it on the officer side of things? Did you ever have to correct an officer?
Correct.
Something like that. I'll tell you an example. We had use of force. The team went down. For some reason, this day I had the camera because always had somebody always got the camera, and they recording everything. So that me personally, I know when somebody is about to swing. So I saw the officer clench his fist, and once I saw that, I got yelling. That's the man. Got into some shit, and the inmate back. And then after that, but to the camera, I pointed.
That was what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, point man.
Shout out to no, I did not like. I will tell you what this. I did not like any motherfucker who tried to show off in front of me. They had motherfuckers with stripes on that because the way I carried myself, motherfuckers always thought I had time. Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers with stripes was trying to hey, you remember the time that I did this? And they would try to tell me their story, but their story be bullshit. And I'm looking at them. I'm like,
because when you see them in,
there's a lot of people like that. Though.
There's mad officers like that. There's a lot of bitch ass officers that got my stories and they running around with my stories, telling them as if there's theirs. The stories is crazy.
Yo,
they put a little flavor in it.
They put flavor in. Yo, if I ever get one of these motherfuckers on this show, I'm gonna have to call them out. And I'm not gonna say no names because I want them to come on so I can call them out.
But that's the whole point of the show
already, so they're not gonna come on here.
No, but some
man
start believing this shit.
You tell it enough.
You
know what it is? They got so much time on that when they start seeing these new people, they start. Like,
they wanna be yo.
Yeah, I'm like,
my man, relax.
Come on, man.
Relax, because I treat every officer the same. I treat every individual the same. I treat every inmate the same. Every individual is 7'3" to me. Every one of them is 7'3" to me because I want to give you the most respect that I can. Unless you're there for a rape charge, a pedophilia charge.
Same thing.
No, because now you 3'7", and I'm going to spit on you when I talk.
Emphasis on the teeth.
It's bad. It gets bad when I see that charge. And they like, yo, you can't judge him. No, I can judge him.
Well, the worst part is when a lot of them are there. Not a lot of them, excuse me. Some of them are there, and it's false allegations. I feel bad for those people.
Yeah, okay.
I feel bad for them.
And you can really weed it out because you'll know when they come in there. Because man, all right, there was one dude, right? He came into my intake one time.
Oh, I got a good question, but finish.
Okay. One dude came into my intake one time, right? And when they first come in as a new admission, they got to sign. There's a lot of paperwork that got to get signed. So we're signing all this paperwork. We're doing everything. He's reading everything. He's like, yo, I didn't get these two pairs of socks. I didn't get this. He read everything. And when he read everything, I said, oh, this motherfucker knows what he's doing. Fast forward, a year goes by. I'm out of MDC. We in GR. I see the same inmate. He gets locked up again. He's there for a sexual assault charge. His name is in the papers. He said, Mac, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Because he was the coolest inmate before. I don't know what's going on. This is from some shit back in the day. And he went over. He said, "Yo, they just told me to sign some shit, so I signed it. I didn't really do that shit."
Oh man, a lot of dudes do that. It's crazy.
No. You know how I knew he was bullshitting? Just told you. He sat with me and read everything. So you read everything, but you didn't read this.
Yeah.
That says you're gonna have to classify as a rapist.
Any amount of fear in the.
No, he had multiple charges on him.
Nah,
He was-
this
what he was
most
doing.
likely
He was touching
this is somebody who was in and out of jail before, so he knows what's going on.
Yeah, but those are the same inmates that said they in there for murder.
Dayroom.
There's one inmate that blew my mind. The one inmate that blew my mind because I said his story needs to be in a movie. His story needs to be in a movie. So early in that night, it's about 2:00 in the morning. We're processing a dude, and I walk into the intake. So he's arguing. I think he might be arguing with O and Dennis. Like they going back and forth. They talking
Names.
O and Leak. Hey, so he's arguing with them, but he's over here talking about, yo, I got 50,000. And I remember walking in because he said, oh, y'all got some muscle now. I'm like, nigga, I just walked. I don't even know you. So I walked past. I'm like, I'm not paying attention to this nigga, but he was going off at the mouth, but he was not about that life. He wasn't about that action. Nothing happened with him. But I just remember him bragging about this $50,000 that he was rolling with and this $100,000 signing over here. That same night, there was a little Jewish dude that came through. Quiet, humble, sentenced. He had to classify shit on his paperwork. So you're not supposed to look at the shit. I'm looking at the shit.
How are you not supposed to look at it? They give it to you.
Exactly. Because it came from the courts, but it says don't open. It says all types of shit that says open this shit. Right? Everything it says you're going to do. Everything it says not to do is you're going to do.
I know you're going to do it.
So I said, hold on. What the fuck is he? He sentenced. Motherfucker.
That's only because you always want to know who you're dealing with.
I want to know who I'm dealing with. I want to know.
I think you should know who you're dealing with.
All the paperwork. The paperwork
you always
shows
wanna know.
everything. The paperwork, because it comes from the courts. It shows if you snitch. It'll have stills of the videos. If you got caught on camera doing this shit, it got the close up. It shows everything.
Okay, go ahead, finish the story.
So I'm looking at this man, and it said where his home was an Olympic-sized pool in his house, an indoor Olympic-sized pool.
Jesus.
Multiple luxury cars, X, Y, and Z. He had been killing the credit card industry since 1992.
I was just born.
1992. He was murdering the game since before that he was a school bus driver.
Everybody's in jail for murder, remember?
He was a con artist.
He was murdering the game.
Murderer. Everyday folks. He was murdering the financial industry.
Okay. And that's why they wanted to get him.
He was like 70 years old.
70?
Yeah, he was like 70.
So he lived his life already.
He lived his life. And then he goes, you see it says, all right, he got 2 years for it.
Could you believe that?
And restitution of $200,000. My man, you won.
He did, sure did.
You won.
He did.
Restitution was $200K. I said I might have taken that deal. That's the only time I said, y'all, I'm taking that deal. Because from 1992 to 2020, from 1992 to 2020, he's been raping the fucking
system
for millions. He has an Olympic-sized pool indoors. We Googled his house. It's still like 3 houses put together. We Googled it. It was like, nah, well, we had to check this man out. He was the most quietest motherfucker in there.
I'd have asked him for some financial advice.
All these motherfuckers talking all this shit. 50,000. That nigga was talking 50,000. This man has an Olympic-sized pool in his house.
So old boy was what you call nigger rich, and white boy was what you call rich.
Nigger rich is...
No, I'm talking about homeboy that said 50,000.
That's not even nigger rich, because nigger rich is a few mil.
I know, but in his mind, it was
he's
something.
just a nigga.
Nah, nigga rich, I think, is like when you got a couple thousand, bro.
Nah.
Motherfuckers be hitting like 50, 60K. They're like, yo, I'm rich.
That's not rich. That's not even nigga rich.
In motherfuckers' head, that's rich, bro.
Depending on where you come from. So that's like,
yeah, I think where you come from. Yeah,
I come from nothing. I know 50,000 ain't shit.
But New York, I wouldn't consider just having like 50,000.
You can
I
blow
spent
50,000
$50,000 last year on vacation.
If you really
I feel
want
like
to talk
it's
about
okay.
it, you can literally blow 50,000 in a night.
I spent $50,000 last year on vacation. Different vacations. I traveled all year.
There you go. So 50,000. That's
fucking
not nigga rich.
Well,
That is
50,000 plus.
But for some people, it's rich, bro. My son in the sales, he was rich with 50K, right?
Nigga said, you see me riding in the big whip, nigga. For 50,000, there's no big whip for 50,000. You in a souped up Acura, nigga? Like, stop playing with yourself. Like, what are you talking about? Not even. That's super Acura.
He bought it second hand, so it might have been a big whip.
I wanted a Tahoe. The standard is 45. Like
he was saying he had a truck, bro. That's what he was saying. He had a truck.
That shit was weird. But if you would have heard him going off, talking all this big money shit, and that little Jewish dude is in there, like he's making you look like a fool without saying anything. And you're gonna do 5 to 10. He's doing less than 2, and he stole way more money than you.
And that's the crazy part.
I'm in my head, I'm like, if you're gonna do it right, do it all the way.
Work smarter, not harder.
If you're gonna go into a bank and steal $100K, you're gonna come out with $100K. But if you fuck up, you got 25 to life hanging over you. Why the fuck are you taking this risk?
Dayroom.
When you're in a housing area, you're gonna have a lot of loud people. I'm never worried about the loud people.
It's the quiet ones that you gotta worry about.
Ah, damn.
Always the quiet ones.
When motherfucking Leak was up here, there was an inmate. There was a time when I said I was damn. We should have spoke on it. We sitting in the housing area one time. We went in there for some other shit. Dude come in there, and he wilding, right? He's like, yo, son. But he has a reputation. Like he's been to Rikers a few times, so everybody knows him. He's about action, but he's not about that action. He's not about that action with somebody like me. Turn it on. If I turn it on, if it's a go, it's a go. I'm going with you. So he's not about that with me. He's about that with somebody who might not be about that. So we in there, and I see him, and he threatened Leak. And I said, my man, you don't want to do that. And this nigga Dennis come around. He come from around the podium. He said, it was weird because it was this nigga he flipped his shirt, and it was like I never seen it before. I never seen him get out of character. He said, you don't want to do this. And he I said, oh shit. Like I'm thinking, oh, it's about to go down. And I told him, and he said, yo, I'm gonna hit your man. He telling me I'm gonna hit your man. I said, you could do it. Like, you know me, I'm always, you know me.
You want to encourage the foolery.
You can do it, but it's going to get bad. I always encourage, do it. If you do what you feel.
Take them up top before they even go up top.
Just know the consequences.
Yeah.
What is that
So
noise?
he knows firsthand. I'm going to talk my shit, especially if you threatening my man.
I hear it too.
Wait, what happened?
What the fuck is that noise?
There's a puppy patting upstairs.
Oh, that just took away. Whatever. So the motherfucker comes at my man D, right? And then I'm looking at him, and I see that I sense it. I said, yo, he might pop. I see everything in him. I said, he might actually do this shit. He might pop. He might go for it.
He's a little smaller than you, so I think the dudes would try him.
Nah, but it's weird.
It's weird because people always try. I don't know if it's because I was wearing my glasses or what.
Yeah, it's your glasses.
Because people
who
always
tried you, it was the
try me.
glasses.
But you had
I'm not
severe
wearing my
muscles
glasses
and
right
stuff
now.
like that. They were really
Yo, you know what's crazy? Everybody tried me too.
I think
See,
you're shorter.
You know what's the funny part? Because remember, I was in the smokers. For some reason, they came out on TV. And the inmates was watching. So that they saw it was me. After that day, they stopped fucking with me.
The smokers? What's that?
It's when you fight in other law enforcement agencies. Like NY.
Boxing.
Boxing.
watch
Yeah.
that.
It's like boxing. It's like
When-
you have
when's the
boxing
next
matches
episode of
with
that?
Corrections with NYPD or corrections and fire
Wait,
department.
when
It's
is-
like they had.
when is the next
hockey
episode of
game
that?
that the fire
You
department.
saw that?
No. I know what you're talking
Fire.
about.
NY1.
Fire was killing.
I didn't think it
I'm
was
not
a real
talking about
thing.
the game.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm talking about the fights.
They was
FDNY1.
beating the shit
I
out of
didn't
the
think it was a
cops.
real thing. That's a real thing. Oh shit.
Oh, you talking about what the?
How do I get
hockey shit?
tickets? I want to know.
They was
seen
beating
that-
the
yeah.
shit out of. I was like, damn, ain't no cops winning.
Every fight that FDNY had with NYPD in that hockey match,
FDNY
FDNY won.
Yo,
Washed.
I need to know when these activities happen, please. Thank you.
where I saw that? I think I saw that on
That shit was
social
online.
media
That shit
or
went
some
everywhere.
That's everywhere.
That shit went
All
everywhere.
over Instagram, I saw every fight all over Instagram.
Yeah.
Fireman was just giving them. The
I was
works.
like, yo, fight back.
Wait.
It be the same thing with the smokers. The smokers be all over the place. I didn't know motherfuckers was gonna see that shit in jail. So I'm like, yo, let me do it.
That's it.
See what's up. Next thing you know, I come in, it's like, yo, I saw you on TV. I said, what you talking
Did
about?
you know they were recording?
Somebody's always recording.
There's people
But you
always
don't know how.
recording.
You don't know where it's gonna go out.
But it also get live streamed. So
Oh,
it
yeah,
get
uh-huh.
live streamed. But my thing is, the motherfuckers in jail not gonna pay attention to this. They rather watch music videos or
No, they be friend requesting people.
yeah, motherfuckers.
I got some of those.
Shit.
I got some of those.
They was watching the shit in jail, and then I come back the next day or 2 days later. Yo, I saw you. I said, what you talking about? Yeah, I saw you on TV. I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you was fighting. I don't know what you talking about, bro. But after that, motherfuckers ain't fuck with me no more. And I was like, it is what it is.
He's like, you get busy. He ain't with the shits.
Oh, fuck, hold on. Let me get back to that story.
Okay.
So, it's just what it does. It's what happens, and shit just goes. So, the dude based up on D. I looked at the dude. I said, yo, he might be about that action. Like, in my head, I'm like, he's about that action. I could tell. Because he's saying things, but he's not saying things loudly.
Yeah.
He's saying things so you understand.
So he's being discreet with the shit
But
he's saying.
he's talking the shit that I'm like, he's like, yo, I'll put it on your mans right now. And he's calm with it.
That sounds a little sus.
It is. Jail is sus.
I put it on your mans.
But I was looking at this shit, and he came around the corner. I said, my man, you don't want to do that. Like, I already know, because I'm about that action. If you touch any of my peoples, it's a go. So he did all that, and then he backs off. He goes, all right, and he walks away. And then some other dude from out of nowhere came around, and he started talking that shit. You want to talk about me?
Wait, he said what?
He was like, you want to talk bad about my man? Yeah, he talking all
About the dude that just walked away?
I'll fuck you up.
Did he go tell his boyfriend on you?
No. The nigga that walked away.
Wait.
Nah, I think he just came out of nowhere.
He just came out of nowhere. The nigga that walked away.
I just feel like he told his boyfriend on you.
He was trying to get cool points with that dude.
Oh, his wannabe boyfriend.
Yeah, so
okay.
when he walked away, right? The dude walked away. The other dude came around talking wild, crazy, right? I broke out laughing. This is me. And when I seen that shit, I said, oh, shots just start dying. Yo, what the fuck? I said, yo, your man, I can sense he about that shit. You pussy. This is me in the housing area now calling him out. You mad pussy. You buns. Ain't shit gonna happen. I'm disrespecting him in front of all his peoples now. Because I can. Because I know he ain't about that. He was too loud. He was saying too much, came out of nowhere when the shit was dying down. You want to spark it up. Bet. Give it another day. A day later, I walk into the work. I go into the intake. Guess who's in the back fucking in the shower pen? The motherfucker who came out talking all that shit after him.
Shower pen.
No. He was in. Whoa.
Who's fucking in the shower pen?
Whoa. No,
Oh, you didn't mean literally fucking. But you okay?
You said it.
No.
Guess who's in the pen?
Yeah. The way, yeah.
Okay.
Guess who's in the
But listen, in this kind of story, you gotta be literal because that fucking part was like,
In
really?
the showers, in the intake.
Because he
was
done
in the showers.
He done got sprayed. He done went through the shit, and I walked in, and he was in the shower pen, and he fucking crying. Yo, man, I'm sorry, this guy here. So I walked back there.
That'd be the funniest.
I looked at the motherfucker. I said, nah, and I walked away. I left his ass in there. So I give it about another 2 hours, right? Because I'm not on your time anymore. You on my time. He sees me now because he's like, I said, yo, you just told me that you was gangster, hardcore, everything else, so you good. He goes, nah, Mac, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. You know, I was just saying shit because when I get mad,
oh my.
word.
His boyfriend rejected him, I feel like, and he's crying in the shower.
The other dude, that day, that morning, I went up there, right? And like I said, he's a live wire. People know that he will get it in. I went up there, right? And I seen him. And it's during the time everybody's cleaning and shit. He's sitting down watching TV. He threw niggas in these cells. They got to go in. He's staying out. He one of those. He was official with it. I just wanted to let him know that I was official with it. It's what it is. You could be official. I'm going to be official. Two things can be the same. So when I walk through that fucking housing area, he looks at me. He goes, yo, Mac. Let's see what kind of bullshit we about to have. Good morning. I said, all right. Like, that was his greeting. He was like, good morning. Like, that's what it was.
Yo, man.
That's how I moved. But that talking ass motherfucker was down there crying.
Emotional damage.
Yo, once you say good morning, it just gave me a flashback, bro.
To which good morning.
Right?
Bro.
What?
I was there on the midnight shift, man, and I had this one dude talking about he's gonna commit suicide. Suicide is a serious thing. So now I'm getting nervous. So I'm like, oh. Like,
hold on.
Try to talk to the dude.
Let's preface this with this. Prior to 2020, suicide, any inmate would say they was going to. Every inmate at a certain point said they was about to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Every fucking inmate said.
So
I'm suicidal.
Pre-COVID,
every inmate said they was suicidal.
Post-COVID, everybody wants to live.
Well, no, they'll still say it, but it was everybody. They didn't really mean it.
Oh.
Because they would say the shit and hope that they got their way. So that was a way to get their way.
Certain officers, not me, would when they say I'm gonna hang myself, and certain officers, not me, would walk past them like, okay,
I'm giving you the rope, motherfucker. Do what you do.
But it's a difference when it's the first person in jail that's telling you this.
When you don't know, no better.
Yeah, so this is my first experience with it. You feel me? So now I'm going crazy like, yo, this dude really about to kill himself. I'm worried about the dude. Because I'm only worried because I'm going to lose my job if he do it. That's it. I don't give a fuck. He can do it for all I care. But now it's like, yo, I got to pay my bills and all that. So now I'm there like entertaining his bullshit. Yeah, I was supposed to have court today. I said, yo, but you're not on the court shit. I can't do nothing about that. That's your lawyer and whatever it is. That got nothing to do with me. Oh, I'm going to kill myself. I said, yo, bro, don't do that. Blah, blah. I threw the whole rule book, everything, son, everything. No, don't do it. I spoke to the supervisor. The supervisor came in, spoke to him, and said, yo, he not going to do nothing. I said, all right, cool, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So that now I'm like, this motherfucker lying the whole time. The next day, he do the same shit. I said, bro, kill yourself. I don't give a fuck. Straight up. I went through this shit yesterday. You gonna do it again? Kill yourself, bro.
You went through all the loops.
Kill yourself. I said, fuck that, man. I went through everything, bro. Like, I didn't even get to sleep that night. I was so stressed, like, bro. And if I don't get my sleep on that midnight, it's a fucking problem. All the inmates do that shit, but this nigga did the whole suicide shit. I said, bro, fuck you. Next day, I'm gonna kill yourself, bro. I give two fucks what you do.
Nah, you know who saw that?
That morning,
I'm in real tears.
Motherfucker came out his cell, and the first thing he said was, good morning. I said, bro, fuck you.
He had you going through it.
He said,
I can't sleep the whole night.
So he said, yo, why you so aggressive this morning? I said, bro, yesterday you had me on a suicide trip. You tried to do the same shit last night, and now you saying good morning? Fuck you, bro. Suck my dick, man. Oh my God. After that, he ain't pulled that stunt ever again.
What time was lockout? Lockout was what?
6
in the morning.
6.
Lockout was
5
5,
to 7.
5 in the morning.
5, right?
5 in the morning. Yeah.
I guess technically you supposed to be waking them up. They was waking me up because I was knocked out.
Yo.
They was waking me up. Like,
yo,
we trying to get our breakfast. I'm like, bro, I was.
The crazy part too, I forgot to say this. I was with, my study partner on the midnight. Should I say his name? Okay, Plakanica. Y'all remember Plakanica?
I fucks with the white boy, baby.
I
fucks with the white boy.
He quit DLC. He's doing a lot better now. I appreciate him.
Yo, he was going through it.
He also got married and everything. But me and him on the midnight.
Life outside of DOC.
Me and him on the midnight every fucking night was like fucking
came out with us,
partners, bro, doing everything together. I had woke this man off his sleep when this dude was saying he was gonna commit suicide that first night. We went to the dude cell, tried to open it and everything. We couldn't open it due to the fact that the motherfucker was pushing the door closed so we could even open it.
I'm gonna commit suicide. Don't open the door.
Yeah, I'm trying to, that's in the books too. If an inmate say he gonna commit suicide, the best thing you gotta do is open the cell door to make sure he's fine. So we trying to do that, and he's shutting the shit closed, so we won't open it.
How the fuck he gives him the power to shut it closed when it?
Because he could just be behind it, holding it.
So it's a door that goes in as opposed to out?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to be able to lock him in.
No, it's not that. It's when you outside, like when they out, you don't want them to be able to push the door open and slam it on you. So that's why it opens inside instead of outside.
So you kind of damn if you do, damn if you don't, because they can be okay.
Yeah. Right. So he was pushing the shit closed. We trying to open it, me and him. And I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? So now I'm stressing him out, and I feel bad because I'm stressing out my partner. I'm stressed as fuck. And the next day it was just like, yo, kill yourself, bro. And he never pulled that stunt ever again.
You wanna know why I got trust issues? I had trust issues before, and now my trust issues is even worse. Is because the chest pains. Everybody got chest pains.
Everybody got chest pains.
Everybody's anemic. Everybody got chest pains,
just,
and everybody got a wrist problem, so you can't cuff them to the back.
What's the other one?
It's anemic, asthma. Everybody got asthma.
Not asthma, man.
Everybody's anemic because they need 2 blankets.
Allergies.
The skin one.
Eczema.
Everybody got eczema, bro.
Somebody would tell certain officer thing.
That's not a deadly thing, though.
No,
exactly.
But listen, when these inmates have something, they have it and they take it like they're gonna die.
Yeah, they like me.
Motherfuckers never got medical attention outside of DOC. The minute they get a DOC, they got every fucking thing.
Have you ever
Shout
had?
out to those dudes who was getting the dominoes in their penis, and you would know they did this shit because they definitely would say, "My tooth hurts," because they would use the mouth numbing cream on their dicks.
On top of that, shout out to the people that was transgender in jail because whatever the fuck they needed to do that process, they was getting it for free.
You get everything. Medical goes free. You ain't see the story? There's a big ass story right now. There's a big ass story right now about a transgender inmate getting the state to pay for it and sued the state and got like $9 million from the state because they denied
Discrimination.
They denied them some shit when they went to jail.
So now, everybody go to jail, they get everything for free. So, everybody's playing the system in their own way.
Wait.
You know where that money coming from?
Taxpayers.
You pay taxes this year? You pay taxes?
No.
We all pay taxes this
I don't.
year, right?
But y'all do, and I feel bad for you.
I pay my taxes.
I pay my taxes.
Pay
I
all
don't
my
want
taxes.
nobody knocking on my door.
I want no IRS. I pay all my
Taxes.
taxes.
Wait, excuse me.
Taxes
Yes,
didn't
I
even
do
ask
pay
me.
taxes.
I pay all my taxes.
Taxes didn't even ask me. Taxes was like, they looked at my check and said, "Thank you." They ain't ask me. I say, this is what they said. They said, you got a few $1,000s coming to you in your tax return, right? Then they said, nah, take this check instead. So I was like, nah, I got some tax coming. Then I seen the check, so I seen the shit hit my deposit. I said, oh, I'm short. They was like, no, thank you. That's it. Just thank you.
They don't tell me thank you. I tell them thank you.
Take this money.
Thank you.
Take this money. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
That's funny. Have you ever had an inmate complain about something like a health thing and he was ignored? They were real. Like it was a real issue, but you ignored.
Dominoes in the dick.
Yeah, but the problem with that, before you get into your point, the problem with that is so many of them that cry wolf.
Yeah.
So everybody know the story. If you cry wolf, at the end of the day, nobody gonna believe you. So that's the problem. Like there's some people that actually need the help, but it's just so much more that just cry wolf, and they don't need nothing. So then we just think they doing the same thing, and it's not me, it's not you or anybody else. It's just
I can imagine
how everybody reacts. Like, yo, I just had your partner say the same thing for the past 3 days, and there's nothing wrong with him, and I've been getting him checked out. So now you want to play the game.
That's how I learned about the dominoes in the dick. It's how I learned about it.
They literally put stick dominoes in their penis?
They ball. This is what they do. They take the dominoes, they crack them, because they're whatever the fuck material that is. They're some type of marble. They roll them up. They get them smooth. They insert them into their dick, and they say that's for a woman's pleasure. You get the ribbit effect, whatever, right? But I don't know if you know this.
There's no women in here. I'm confused.
I'm confused. Why the fuck? What? And
Your tattoos.
this motherfucker put the whole mask on, my man.
He's not even in the camera. He's not in the camera. It's not even showing that way.
I told him, I said, you wrong. That's why I'm on
Look, the camera ends right here. The camera ends right here.
Yo, I thought he was about to go.
I thought he was gonna get on camera.
That's what I thought he was doing too.
Nigga put the whole shit.
I'm like, but bro, your tattoos are very clear. You're gonna notice.
And he put the whole mask on, got a whole tattoo talking about my name right here.
My name is
Chulo Papi.
I'm trying to listen to your story, and I'm looking at him like,
what's his next? Yeah, so what's the next thing? You want to sit down? I don't know.
Yo,
No, it's Chulo Papi.
I have one crazy story. This is like I kind of really felt for this. Not that I felt for him, but like it was crazy because he
We already on.
I was working in the clinic one night and this guy came. He had like about 4 or 5 pencils in his hand, like ready to stab whoever. Little short Hispanic dude, little short. No, you wouldn't think he could hurt somebody, but he happened to be incarcerated for
No, it's right here.
It's your boy Chulo, aka
you can't see the
Papi.
tattoo from there. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Chulo, aka Papi. When y'all want me on camera, just put it in the comments and I'll show my face.
I don't think he's gonna show his face.
But he has the most recognizable eyes, though. Like, what are you doing, sir?
He got the most recognizable voice.
And voice.
Dayroom.
That's exactly what he said, though.
yeah.
When y'all want me on camera, put it in the comments. I'll show my face.
That shit was wild.
Yeah, no, but yeah, there was this small Hispanic dude. You can never judge somebody on their size or whatever. I don't know.
I seen a 6'5" nigga get knocked out by
His charge.
officer.
His charge was allegedly he raped someone.
What?
Allegedly he raped someone,
That nigga guilty.
and he had like 4 or 5 pencils in his hands, and he was like threatening officers, everybody, whatever. Yeah, pencils. Okay. And they he was trying to get out the house, whatever, because I guess somehow these guys find out what these guys are incarcerated for.
Not somehow. If you're a rapist, the officer's pretty much gonna put that out there.
Not me.
I feel bad for the ones that didn't actually do it.
I did it to one dude because he wasn't hitting the house. He asked for PC right away, and then he snitched on me at the end of the shift anyway. And I was like, "Yo, you still snitching?" Like he was a snitching ass rapist.
Yeah.
I put it out there. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he need to be dealt with then.
Snitching ass rapist. I say, "Yo, you still snitch?" He snitched. And when I say he snitched, I mean he made the news. He was in the article with we pulled the shit up, and he was pointing at a motherfucker. on the stand, he was pointing at a
What's that case that you see what Exestacion?
Yeah.
What you like?
right? So I said, because he said he did one of these. He did one of the, yo, check my backgrounds. You ain't gonna tell an officer like me that, because guess what I'm gonna do?
I'm gonna check your background.
I'm gonna check.
But that's what everybody did. They said every time they try to get to some shit, yo, look me up. Yo, bro, I just did. You ain't here for some stupid shit.
I got you.
You know what's crazy?
You want me to tell
larceny?
Yeah, you want me to tell everybody because you told everybody you ain't here for murder. So you want me to tell everybody?
Stealing nachos.
You know what's so funny? The inmates will tell me that all the time. I've never looked up because I never cared.
I look it up.
I never cared. I'm like,
I'll look you up.
I'm like, I don't care what you in here for. I don't care.
You're just an inmate.
Yeah, like, you think I'm gonna waste my time to go look up your name?
Looking you up.
Do what you gonna do. What you told me you gonna do. That's it.
You know what's crazy?
Make me a believer. That's what my company commander, like when you're in the academy, you have a company commander who like, basically your main teacher. She used to always say, "Make me a believer." And that's what I brought to jail with that. I used to tell them, "Make me a believer." I'm not looking shit up. Just make me a believer.
Nah, you know what I used to do on some real shit, man? I had, inmates talk all this shit, and they boy next to them hyping them up. So I'm like, yo, you want me to look you up? He said, yeah, look me up. I said, all right, cool. In jail, everybody don't like pedophile and rapists. So the first thing I do, pretend like I looked him up to see what he's in here for. And then I say, yo, you in here for rape. And he wasn't in there for rape.
But you just throw it out there.
Oh, you're an asshole.
I threw it out there. You feel me?
I never even thought about that.
I used to do this all the time. When motherfucker come up to me talking wild shit and his buddy next to him backing him up. So I be like, yo, you in here for rape. And then I look at the motherfucker backing him up like, yo, you backing up a rapist, bro? Like, that's how you feel? Like, you really about that shit, bro? You know what I'm saying? This shit say sodomy against his sister. You about that shit, bro?
That's crazy. I never thought about it.
And after that, bro, I promise you, son, the next day I came back to work, that motherfucker was never in that fucking house again.
It gets bad.
But on top of that, he had a side piece in jail.
Well,
they got pregnant. They got pregnant from him, and she was with an instructor from the academy.
I can see that.
It's not a convoluted.
The light-skinned girl?
Light-skinned girl. Remember when everybody came from Brooklyn House to Manhattan House?
Yeah, she was working in
She was in Brooklyn House, and she came over. Oh. And she was working the houses. and then she ended up sleeping with this supervisor.
Y'all gotta tell me.
Put him in the.
Put a nigga on. Who y'all talking about? Yeah, we can't speak about corrections relationships.
Not all relationships, but because I had a relationship in corrections too.
So that's not in this.
Put it in, bro.
This nigga, he feeling nice right now. No.